and we are graced by the presence of a rare in-person appearance by Tim MacMahon, who's here ahead of the Lakers Mavs. Good to see you, my man.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, good to have you. So now we saw what went down with the Lakers in the last game against the Pels. A lot of chirping from the fans, chirping back from the players. Do you think the crowd could get into this tonight? Because the Mavs are playing really well right now.
Hey, look, if the Lakers don't come out and show a lot of pride, a lot of heart, effort early on, I think there could be a home court disadvantage tonight.
Wow.
And the Mavs will be up for this. You know, whatever the Lakers' record is, trust me, Luka Doncic, and he admitted it today, he still gets especially up to face LeBron James, the guy who he grew up idolizing, grew up watching from across the world. So you're going to have a Mavericks team that's motivated and ready to play. If the Lakers aren't, we saw it get ugly the other day, and I think we could see some more of the same.
Now, the Mavs shipped out Porzingis, and, of course, they've been doing it by committee around Luka, whether it's Jalen Brunson or Reggie Bullock, a bunch of guys contributing. Is this a better recipe for success, and what's kind of unlocked them on offense?
Well, it is the Luka show, and with Porzingis, there was a couple problems. One, availability. He just was hurt a lot. The other thing, he didn't necessarily enhance Luka. You know, some of what he wanted to do kind of clogged things up and got in Luka's way. And if you don't work well with Luka, you will not be in Dallas for very long. Right. So if we're being just, honest about it, the Porzingis deal, first and foremost, was about moving off of Porzingis, and they got back two guys Washington wanted to move in Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. Those two guys, though, have really contributed to the Mavericks. I mean, Dinwiddie was a huge part of that comeback the other night against the Warriors in San Francisco, and they've really become assets off the bench and guys who have shown that they can play well off of Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and Bertans has like a three-pointer a minute, it feels like. I mean, I'm joking, obviously, but he is stroking it from the outside. Real quick, though, defensively, I think is where they've made the biggest impact, and I feel like Jason Kidd has really put his imprint on that side. Is that accurate?
Well, Jason Kidd will tell you, Sean Sweeney, the redhead, flat-top guy sitting next to him, has a lot to do with that as well. But there's no question, these guys have bought into what Jason Kidd, what Sean Sweeney, that coaching staff, is preaching. And, and Luka Doncic, too. Once he got into shape, he was able to move better. He's really kind of fit in that culture to the point where he was hearing some chirping from the Clippers bench when the Clippers came through Dallas a little while ago. And his response was, I play defense now.
I love it. I love a little feisty Luka. So last thing, speaking of which, we were doing our 25 and under team, basically, and who you'd start a franchise with. We were talking about Ja. We were talking about Luka. Who would you go with?
Either or is the short answer. I think Ja Morant is the most exciting player in the league. He's the number one guy. If I'm buying a ticket, he'd be at the top of that list. I can't put him over Luka yet, or maybe ever, in terms of who do I want to build a franchise around. Again, I'd love to have either one of them, but Luka just at that size, the fact he can impact games as a scorer, a passer, a rebounder, I think he can dominate in a vaster, array of ways than Ja Morant can. But hey, either or would be a perfectly good answer as well.
No question about it. Tim MacMahon does a phenomenal job covering the NBA for us, particularly the Dallas Mavericks in that region of the country. Good to see you, my man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.